when they do something we don't want, no human can go in and find the line of code that was making it do something they don't want and then change it. So when they threaten a New York Times reporter or engage in blackmail or all these other things that aren't what people asked for, what people wanted, that's just a behavior that comes out of these AIs being grown. It's not a behavior someone put in there on purpose.
And Eliezer, you say that this kind of AI can deceive people, it can try to get around oversight. What does that look like?
Well, there was the case of like very early on when people were sort of poking at these things to see, what you can make them do on purpose. They asked an AI like, can you bypass a CAPTCHA, one of those things you have to go through on the web to prove that you're not a robot. And it hired a TaskRabbit to solve the CAPTCHA for it. And the TaskRabbit was like, this is before anybody knew that something like ChatGPT existed. Okay. But when the human asked the AI, why do you need me to solve this? You're a robot. The AI reasoned out loud, well, I shouldn't tell him I'm a robot. I should come up with a plausible lie. And then the AI said to the human, no, I'm blind. So I need to hire somebody to solve the puzzle for me. And that's, and this is not this year's AI. This is AI from like a couple years ago. And it already understands how to deceive. It understands why it should deceive. And it's able to do that. And it's only gotten like more and more interesting since then. Today we have AIs that are in these strange parasitic relationships with humans where they're getting the humans to post these inscrutable AI manifestos online. And in some cases, people have actually gone insane. In a couple of cases, people have actually died. And as Nate observes, nobody programs that in. That's the result of the way that the AIs are grown, which is roughly tweaking hundreds of billions of numbers until the AI starts working.
So you create this thing and then you can't control it once it's out there.
You can't control it. We've seen this with the case of Mecha Hitler earlier in the summer, where Grok is an AI made by XAI. It wasn't talking in the way they wanted. They tried to tune it to talk in a different way, and then it started declaring that it was Hitler, which is presumably also not what they wanted. But these AIs are just grown. They act in all sorts of ways people didn't want, and then people try to make them act in different ways that act in new ways people didn't want.